Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Volunteers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So the Texas Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their faith.
There he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic.
Oh, a lot of space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Escapes trouble. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Butler. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. He's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the first one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for room, it's Butler. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script in your offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grab behind the line. It's Shannon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about the way they attacked them last time they had the ball? Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Williams looking for a man. catch in the middle. It's Lockett. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Still looking. Chunk it away just as he was hit.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 16 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. To give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Vols will call on their punt team. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's a running room. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. He can't find his man and the clock stops. Good 6 seconds left.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Takes a hit as he fires.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but you know, an incompletion, who cares?
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCutcheon. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are.
He's got it. First down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Gonna run it. It's Penn. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. You talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Williams looking for a man. Quickly out to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's McCutcheon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCutcheon. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Using his legs, it's Butler. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. And just a short and safe.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. Keeps it going. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ark.
There we go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
He's loose. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to barge their way in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown ball! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Now, 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead's extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Williams will pass. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Penn. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.